Hey pups, Top Pup here, Puppy Ninja, and we're back again with Seduce Me. This is really, I'm kind of tired right now, just because of school and everything. And so I'm going to record this part, baby. Sorry, I'm yawning. And I'm probably just going to end up recording this part and upload it tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Later today. Just because I haven't gotten a video up today. Okay, so we're at a sad part right now. We're at Grandpa's funeral. And now we're here by ourselves at his gravestone, and we're basically talking to him and stuff. Sorry, I'm really tired. I tried to force out some words, but the only thing that could come out was a choke sob. You told me to stay strong! Oh god, that is not how I'm doing her voice, because I cannot do that. But right now, I'm the farthest from it, like that one time a long time ago. Memory. Grandpa! This is 5-year-old us. I'm gonna act like this.
Oh, it's so good to see you again, sweetie.
I was swept into a giant bear hug, and we both laughed as he swung me like an airplane. It was one of my favorite things about seeing my grandfather, the way he greeted me. Unlike my father, my grandfather was loving and playful, even as I grew older. Sorry that Daddy couldn't be here today. He said that he wasn't feeling too good again. It had always been like that. Dad missed every visit to Grandpa's house, citing that he was busy with work or wasn't feeling well.
Is that so? Well, that's okay. Daddy can come around next time. And you're here, right?
Yeah. So, what are we doing today, Grandpa? Mommy says there's a new dessert cafe open in town. Maybe we could go.
Oh, I would love to. But I've been so busy with the company these days. We're actually working on a little something. Would you like to see?
Yes. Ooh, is it a new toy?
It is. I was designing a new line of them. But I feel like something's missing. You don't think you could help me out, could you?
Of course! He placed the toy in my hands with a smile, and I inspected it carefully. It was beautifully crafted, and obviously a lot of work had been put into it. There was one thing, though, and I cannot talk for the life of me. What's that? I'm so sorry, guys.
So, what do you think?
I think the heart in its chest should light up when you hug it. It'll be like it's alive, and it can be like a little nightlight before you sleep. He stroked his chin, considering my input while nodding his head. After a few minutes of silent deliberation, he turned to me with a chuckle.
That's a great idea. I'll get to changing it right away. You're always like my little lucky charm, dear. You always know what to add to make the perfect toy.
Haha. Well, I hope I can be like you one day, Grandpa.
You want to make toys as well?
Well, making people happy is the best feeling in the world. I don't know if I want to make toys when I grow up, though.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
Oh, what did I do? Whoopsie. No, I didn't mean to save there. What did I do? I clicked the wrong button. That makes sense. Daddy doesn't think of it in the same way, though.
Your father. I'm sure he just wants the best for you.
I'm not so sure about that.
Sweetie, look at me.
I'm looking. He bent down to look at me eye level with a serious look on his face.
As much as your father may say something that doesn't make sense now, you must remember that he's always thinking about you. He loves you. There's no doubt about that. And you need to love him just as equally.
I don't hate Daddy. I really do love him. I just don't know why he's like this, though.
Your father and I have had some difficulties with each other in the past. But it's nothing that you should be concerned about.
I had heard tidbits of this from Mother and various other people. The only people who had stayed quiet were my father and grandfather. Both of them refrained from saying a word on the subject matter, but it was clear that whatever happened set up a wall between them. It's hard, though, trying to pretend as if nothing were wrong.
However, no matter what, you have to stay strong. You're a big girl already, and, well, there'll come a day when it seems like it's you against the world. But always remember that your family and friends will be here with you. Daddy, Mommy, your friends at school, me. We'll stand together to get through it.
How can you be sure of that?
Because we'll be right here and here.
Oh my god, he's doing E.T., isn't he? He pointed his finger to his head first, then pointed at my chest. Oh my god, he's E.T., Grandpa's E.T.
So stay strong. Promise?
For a moment, he looked almost sad, pleading, but as quickly as it had come, the expression disappeared from his face, and he was all smiles once again. Promise! Upon hearing that, Grandpa let out a burst of laughter and stood up.
All right then. Enough of that. How about I whip up some special homemade dessert? I know I can't accompany you at that new cafe, but we sure can talk and eat while I cook and do some paperwork.
Homemade dessert? I'll race you to the kitchen.
Hey, slow down there. I'm not what I used to be.
You wrote me the very home I love to see you in. Why? Why would you think I would be ready to take it? Especially after this. Oh, we're crying. I never noticed that when I watched. Our character actually has little, tears streaming down her face. I've never noticed that before. Huh. A surge of anger bubbled within me, but I quickly swallowed it. There was no use in getting mad, especially when the person in question was no longer there. I'm sorry. It's hard to stay calm when you've left me with so many questions, especially about what happened between you and Dad. What am I doing? What am I doing? Talking to a grave. My vision blurred, and I suddenly realized that I was crying. My face heated up as tears rolled down my cheeks. I'll bring you some flowers later. I miss you, Grandpa. I'll try my best to fulfill my promise I gave to you. Oh, God. Ugh. I need to get my mouse. 1 second. I'm playing on a laptop, but I have a special mouse for when I play different games. And I don't have it plugged in right now because I didn't think I need it. But in order to go back, you need a mouse wheel. And I don't have that on my laptop. You're going to hear a boop-a-doop when I plug it in. There it is. Okay. Wait a minute. What? What? Oh. Oh, here we go. Fulfill my promise I gave to you, even if the world might still be turned against me. Really wish I knew how to edit so that I could edit that whole scene out. I left the grave and wiped my tears hastily so my parents wouldn't see.
Well, it's time to head back home. I'll cook up your favorite lasagna when we get home, okay?
I love lasagna, to be 100% accurate. Lasagna is awesome. Thanks, Mom. However, my dad didn't speak the entire drive home. I wanted to talk to him, but after his moment at the funeral, I wasn't sure if it was a good idea.
It's about time we took off those dreary black clothes.
Gathering my courage, I decided then it was time to talk. Dad, could I ask you something?
Go ahead.
I hate him so much. Why do you want me to move into the estate so soon?
I thought I made that rather clear. The college near your grandfather's house is well known for its business program. You are planning to major in business, yes?
In real life I am, but he makes me not want to do that. ...
Right after you graduate from high school, you'll just live there and can easily commute to and from school. It's a perfect fit for you.
But it's so sudden. You just decided so quickly right after the funeral.
Don't be so sensitive. If you're like that in the real world, you'll be crushed.
I'm just saying that maybe we could talk a bit more about my future. In reply, my father rubbed his temples and sighed quietly.
After you graduate from college, you'll work at Anderson Family Toys. I have connections since I am part of the board of directors, so you will be guaranteed a spot. That is what we talked about before, yes?
But what if...
Stop mumbling.
But what if I don't want to work there?
Don't be silly. It's the family company. Our company. I'm not just going to hand it over to some incompetent vice chairman.
Ooh, that getting salty. Dot. Came closer to me and his face softened.
Look, this is all for the best, okay? You may not know it right now, but you will appreciate it later.
For some reason, when I heard him say that, something snapped in me. I wasn't exactly sure what it was, but it made me feel so angry. Oh, now we're getting salty. Do you even care that grandfather passed away?
Of course I do.
Well, everything seems fine and dandy to you. Things couldn't be better.
Excuse me? I don't like your tone, young lady.
Do you like this tone better? Sorry, that was a joke I heard. That was funny. Will my computer stop making noises? Please? God. It's like nothing even happened at all. Like you just ignore the fact that he's no longer here.
Do not raise your voice at me.
Oh, wait. My voice was supposed to be raised there? I'll make sure I raise my voice for the next one. What did he ever do to deserve this? My father, his face hardened, crossed his arms and erupted in angry laughter.
Ha! You sure place him upon a pedestal. Like he's some kind of venerated god or something. It makes me sick.
But I love him. I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm stopping it now. Is that it? Are you happy seeing grandfather dead? While everyone was grieving, were you holding yourself back from laughing in everyone's faces? Did you feel just a bit happier seeing him lying in the graveyard? What? Oh wait, no, I knew about this. I tried to do a reaction, but I can't really. A flash of rage crossed his face and he whipped the back of his hand across my cheek.
You don't know anything! Running your mouth like somehow you know everything that went on, when you're just a little girl that doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut! You did not know my father! You did not know what he was capable of!
Well, you could tell me. ...
Is everything all right? What happened?
Nothing. I'm not hungry anymore. I think I'll go upstairs.
Honey, wait!
You saw right before that he looked all sad and everything. He's not sad. He just did it. I quickly turned and ran up the stairs to my room, slamming the door behind me. My breath came in short pants, and for a while I just leaned against the door to my bedroom, eventually sliding down to sit against it. I do that sometimes. Stop making noises, computer. How did things become like this? My cheeks still throbbed, and I tentatively stood up and looked at the mirror to see how it looked. Hopefully it won't bruise. What am I saying? Tears formed in the corners of my eyes, but I blinked them back rapidly. I couldn't cry for the second time today. I had to be stronger than that.
Are you all right? Your father told me nothing happened, but you know your father.
I'm fine. I just lost my appetite.
The lasagna's done, though, and I don't want you skipping any meals. Are you sure?
Yeah, don't worry about me, Mom. I'll come down and eat later.
You're not telling me the whole story.
I want to, though. I just don't want to eat right now.
Please, dear. Tell me what's going on. I wish you would tell me why you're being like this. ...
I wanted to tell her. A part of me was screaming to tell her what Dad had done. At the same time, I knew she couldn't fix anything. Besides, I was moving out regardless. I remained silent, letting the event remain in the past.
Well, I'll leave your food on the table if you want to eat it later.
Yeah, I'll come down and eat it later, Mom. Don't worry. Finally, my mom left me alone. It was strange to think that she was only a few inches away from me, only separated by a single wooden door. I really didn't know what to do. I needed to do something, anything, to get my mind off of what just happened. Anything would be better than thinking any more about the pain still radiating from my cheek. I was going to move into my grandfather's house tomorrow. I should probably pack my stuff so I would be prepared for tomorrow. Yeah, that was a good idea. I should start packing. And right before we start packing, I'm going to end it here. Okay, I got to remember that we're on 9 and not, well, yeah, because it's different pictures. I'm going to end it here because of time limits and all, so stay sneaky, my pups.